Hello, welcome back to a Mechanics Tool Review. My name's Gary, and I happen to be a mechanic, if you couldn't guess. Today we're going to talk about cordless ratchets, man. I see videos all the time on the, Facebook. I see videos on YouTube Shorts. I don't have TikTok, I don't have time for it, but on those little social media outlets, I see folks post videos of, normally Hercules or Bauer cordless ratchets. And a lot of folks have a tendency to call them impact ratchets or impact wrenches. And they say, oh, look, I take my ratchet, and I put it on a fucking lug nut, and I give it to Beans, and nothing happens. Hey, listen, this is a PSA for all of you idiots. Not all of you idiots. Most of you guys are just as dumb as me. But the people that are dumber than the rest of us, this is not an impact. There's nothing about this that impacts. Yes, we can spool her up and slam her the fuck on and give her the beans. Yeah, you can do that. If you want to fuck your head up and have to replace it every 6 months. Hold up. Natty Ice. Hold my beer, bitch. Oh my God, dude. Excellent beer. Thursday night. Thirsty Thursday, boys. Get you a Natty Ice. Be a man. Drink something with a high APV. Come on now. Alcohol per volume. Anyhow. I digress. So, cordless ratchets. I've had Milwaukee ones. I've had the old one that everybody's had, the pre-fuel model, piece of shit, stubby head. That was actually my favorite one. I bought the, I've had the Hyper Tough ones, short and long, brushless. Those were decent. They were all right. They were a little slow and not super good. If you had nylocks, you're fucked, but they were okay. Snap-on CT861, or CTR861, I'm sorry, I forgot the R, Ratchet. 861 is the series. This is Alpha, and this is CT867 ADD. Old ADD here, she took a spill from about 12 foot today. Right onto the fucking noggin, boys. Right on the fucking noggin. And, hey. Still going. Snap-on also includes these fancy little rubber boots when you buy their ratchets. Big plus. You can get them from Milwaukee. Additional costs. I had the last generation of, I didn't have the newest of newest. Gotta send her home. After you're done with her, you gotta send her home. I didn't have the newest generation of the Milwaukee ratchet, so I can't attest to the ones with the fancy little change out shit. Can't say that they were great or bad or whatever, but I can say the generation previous to that, the fuel ones, oh my God, I got my dinguses hanging out. Didn't even notice, dudes. Been a long fucking day. She's still hanging out. Fuck her. Flicker bean. Oh yeah, she likes that. Anyhow, I digress. I had the previous generation of Milwaukee. I had a high torque with the large ass fucking head. Piece of shit. That was garbage. Still broke the heads. They're shit. But the high-speed ratchets, I had those. They were excellent. No longer have them. Sold them. Milwaukee couldn't compete with Snap-on. I'm sorry. The Milwaukees were good. For the fucking money, all day long, I would recommend the Milwaukees over the Snap-ons. But, absolutely, the trigger versus the paddle all day long, 100% better. Feel in the hand, 100% better. 100% better, boys. Like I said, I wouldn't spend the money to get the Snap-ons over the Milwaukee high speeds. But I can tell you, I had the Milwaukee high speeds rebuilt multiple times. Warranted multiple times. Snap-ons, spill from 8 to 10 foot, somewhere around there. Almost decked me in the head. Almost couldn't make this video for y'all. I was almost in a fucking wheelchair drinking my food through a straw. These right here. So I bought this one first. This is actually eBay special. Came from Japan. Brand new. Came in the bag. 120. No, 145 is what I paid for that. 145 for the long neck version. Outstanding ratchet. Love it. Worth every cent. I got it for cheaper than the Milwaukee. Brand new in the fucking bag. Brand new battery. Whole 9 yards. I bought this from my local dealer. As you can see, it's taken some spills. She's had some hits. Excellent. Not quite as fast as the Milwaukee high speeds, I will say that. Not quite as fast. However, they will run a nylock all day long. They'll run a 19. They'll run a 22. They'll run a 24. I've heard the new Milwaukee ratchets will do the same. And that's fine. That's excellent. That's great. But I will tell you, boys, the reason Milwaukee offers you a 5-year warranty, and this is not going to be a popular statement here. The reason they offer you a 5-year warranty is because you will need it. I have sent countless tools off to Milwaukee for warranty. Countless tools. I'm telling y'all, countless tools. And you're out that tool. Well, that tool's out at warranty, you're out that tool. And, dude, anytime we have a tool out for warranty, we're out of something we paid money for. And our job now sucks worse than our job already did. We're mechanics. Our job sucks. Being a mechanic is being a plumber. Gotta wipe the sweat off my face. It's hot as fuck, dude. I'm in South Georgia. It's like heat index of like 101 today. Humidity. They were praying for rain. Well, we got the fucking rain. All right. So, as a mechanic, we're a plumber. We're an electrician. All right. We're not a drywall guy. And we don't do carpentry work. Sometimes. In the shop we do. Never have I had to warranty either one of these. I've had this ratchet for over a year. I've had this ratchet for going on 9 months. No warranty necessary. All of my Snap-on tools, all of them, 561, 661, 861, these 861s, never have I ever needed to warranty one. They work. They fucking go. The batteries don't fucking break and just fall out of the fucking tool because Snap-on actually engineered them to where we're not using plastic as our retention device. We're using metallic springs inside of our battery connections to have a positive connection. Okay? I have chargers that are as damn near as old as I am. Well, let me think. I'm 32. My oldest Snap-on tool is a 7.2 volt. I did a video on them. 7.2 volt. The NiCad batteries. They're not quite as old as me. But they're at least 20 years old. And guess what, dudes? Didn't have to have anything rebuilt on them. I repacked the batteries from the original NiCad. Otherwise, flawless. Listen, because a tool has an excellent warranty doesn't make it great. Okay? And guys, Milwaukee. Fucking Milwaukee. I've got Milwaukee falling off the ass in this fucking van. I love Milwaukee shit. I love it. Oh, I catch choke for it. But because a tool has a good warranty does not make it... My drawer doesn't want to open. Because a tool has a great warranty does not make it worthy of being called, you know, a better tool. I hate to tell you all that. Folks don't understand that shit. 1/2 inch flex head, Milwaukee, made in China. Has the name of American city. Made in China. Gentlemen, assembled in the USA at a couple screws, whatever. But it fucking, at least it says USA on it. All right, I'll take it. I catch chub for it. Milwaukee doesn't make a goddamn thing in this country aside from a couple pliers. And truth be told, they're shit. So, you know. But, hey, tirade over, man. My point is, to use a cordless ratchet, I haven't even talked about this. To use a cordless ratchet, gentlemen, to use a cordless ratchet, you put your fucking socket on Le Ratchet, okay? You set, hey, I want to loosen. We're already in loosen. You then set your socket on said fastener. You can try to give it the trigger pull. Hey, she don't want to move. So we take our cock skinner and we grab that sucker and we give her away. Okay? You feel a little pink? She's loose. Run her the fuck off. Okay. Conversely, tightening method for a cordless ratchet. Hey, that's Snap-on, Milwaukee, Hercules, fucking Bauer, fucking Ryobi. Okay? Hyper tough little 4-volt ratchet. I plan on buying. Hyper tough little 4-volt ratchet. We set our ratchet to tighten, which is opposite on most cordless ratchets. You go the opposite way. It's clusterfuck. Anyhow, digress. Set it to tighten. Hey, the shit's already loose. It's off of it. Run it down, run it down, run it down, run it down. Oh, it stops. It fucking stops. What do we do, guys? It's not torqued. It's not torqued. We fucking take our cock skinner yet again. We grab our shaft, fondle a little bit, cock it back to a comfortable position, and we lean into the motherfucker. Hey, that's how we use a cordless ratchet. And you keep going left until it starts getting loose again. That's the trick. Once it starts getting loose again, you know you're good. You pull it back out, you make sure it's cross-thread, and you run that son of a bitch in, and guess what you don't need, boys? Guess what you don't need? Oh, old Gary don't have none handy. Oh, ain't that some shit? We don't need Loctite. Hang on. I've got Loctite. I've got Loctite falling out my ass, too. Here we go. Loctite. 243 blue variety. I don't fuck my fellow mechanics. We don't need red. Hardly ever. Blue. This is 99% of your usage. If you want to get fancy, mix a little blue and red, and then you really fuck somebody. I digress. You put your 243 on there, or you cross thread the bolt and it never falls out again. 2 tricks. Hey, $5 a piece. Send it to me, GaryAHenshaw@gmail.com. Send it to my fucking PayPal, okay? These tips aren't free. And this experience came with sweat, a lot of busted knuckles, some dirty nails, and late nights, all right? Anyhow, I love y'all. Y'all stay easy. Don't put your dick in here, okay? Nothing good happens from this, okay? Been there. I've done that. Do not recommend that. Stay easy, boys.